John here, Elton's Retirement Journey and Travel, back with another meeting of the Retiring Club. In this meeting of the Retiring Club, we're going to be talking about I've been here before. I've been here before when the market has gone through its corrections and we've had staggering losses and seen portfolios go down by as much as 40%, where you're looking at your account one day, 2 or 3 weeks later, it's down by $40,000. I've been through this before a number of times. When I started investing, I went to Dean Witter and I opened up an account, and Terry Brenner said, hey, here's a Pacific Growth, did 57% last year. You know, just go ahead and send $100 in every month. And there was no growth the next year. And I just held on to it until I got another advisor, and he moved me into something else. But as I've gotten older, I learned that you just stick with it. You're going to see some losses. You're going to have years where you look at your check stub, you see $3,400 come out, go into your company retirement plan. You look at your statement, you'll see a deposit of $3,400, and you'll see losses of about maybe $5,000, where all you've done is purchased new shares in your retirement account at a discounted price. And some of the growth, which includes the appreciation, reinvested dividends, and capital gains, has been eroded away. It's going to happen in the market. It's best to stay the course. However, in my case, in 2020, the market had surged. I got my Roth account opened up, and we went home. I had a trip paid for Egypt, got real depressed. I couldn't go, but the whole world had shut down. And I literally watched one of my accounts reach the 101,000. That Dean Witter account that I opened up, must have been 1992, finally reached $100,000. And then within a matter of 1 or 2 weeks, it was down to something like about 79,000. So there was a lot of money lost there. And I just said, you know what? If I had got fired instead of being sent home to do tech support, what would I have done? Where would I have gotten my money from? And at that point, I came up with a bridge strategy. And the bridge strategy was more than just cover myself until Social Security kicks in. It was to cover me in case of a job loss. So I started putting more money into fixed income. They had to get control on the inflation and everything a couple years later when we moved into 2022. And that's when I had started looking at these other accounts over at some of the high yield savings. I think I Googled high yield savings account. It came back with Ally Bank, the folks over at Marcus with account with Goldman Sachs, and I found VO Bank. And I couldn't take those losses. I mean, I put $14,000 in my IRA, the Roth accounts, and it had lost $9,000 in those accounts combined. So I was just like, I'm done with it. So I started putting into fixed income over at VO Bank, and then I later looked at government short-term notes within the 401k as tax deferred. VO Bank was tax-free, and then later on, I think it was May of 2024, I just said, forget it. You know, stick with your government short-term notes, even though the market's going up. Go ahead and start putting in Roth contributions into the government short-term notes, and that's what I did. And what that allowed me to do is sit here and be retired. 2026 is funded, and there's funding for the next 2 years with no worries ahead, and I can still do what I want to do. Matter of fact, it worked out so good that I can actually go on a spending spree, because I was unable to transfer the mutual funds over in kind when I left the firm. I had to sell them. So I'm sitting on quite a bit of cash, and I've got a nice amount that I want to go ahead and deploy. I've got my eyes on a couple international funds, a couple sector funds. Um, I've already went with a ETF within the natural resources, mostly petroleum, and that's up 12%, even as a close of Friday. So I feel pretty good about that. I just wish I had more money. But anyway it goes, this is an opportunity for you to assess your investments, assess your position, and start getting yourself ready for any kind of emergencies that may come up, including job loss, early retirement, anything that you may need to fix, because you need to have a large repository of cash. And that's what I wanted to say here at the Retiring Club. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to make some adjustments and take care of getting yourself flush with cash. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this meeting of the Retiring Club. And thanks for watching. I hope you like it and subscribe.
Hey there.